Come on in. Come on in. Welcome to Faith Shares Real Wisdom. We are glad to be here on this Friday night. We are so excited, um, happy that we're yet among the living, and we are grateful. Given some time to come in. When you come in, just say hello, hi, so I can see you that are on the part that I can see are in on live. Um, and I'm looking like I am, oh, crooked. Either I'm holding myself wrong. Something going on tonight. Hi, Carletta. I don't know why it seems like I'm leaning in the wrong direction. Oh, glad to see you. Um, Glad for you to be on here. We are coming tonight just to talk a little bit about, are you prepared for the promises? Are you prepared for your promises? And that's when we have to, we're asking ourselves the question. I'm asking myself the question. The same question is out there, and only you can answer it. Only you can answer. Are you really ready? Are you prepared for the promises? Are you prepared and ready for? Hey, Makai, I'm glad to see you thinking about me tonight while you at the school. Oh, are you prepared for what you have been asking for? Are you prepared for what you have been waiting on? You know, we all have a different list, but are you prepared for that which you've been waiting for, that which you have been asking for? Hi, Denise. Hi, Spiritual Foundation Ministries. Are you prepared for the promises? That which you said you wanted, that which you said you are waiting on and have been waiting on, tonight, ask yourself the question, but be honest with yourself. Am I ready for that which I've been waiting on? Hey, Corinthia, um, am I really ready? I've been asking, some of us say we've been asking for years for certain things and waiting for years to receive that what we believed or that which we asked, or we say that God has promised us. Um, it's not nothing held up on God's part. Ask yourself, are you prepared? Are you prepared? One of my spiritual daughters always says that opportunities don't wait on preparation. You must be prepared before the opportunity comes. And that is very true. So tonight I'm asking you, are you prepared for that what you said was taking so long? Like, oh, my day is going to come. Are you ready for your day? Because your day is more than one thing. Are you ready for your day? Whether it's a spouse, um, kids, money, your own business, another job opportunity. Are you prepared? Are you ready for all of this that you said you have been waiting on? Be honest. When it comes to a lot of times with a lot of people is like they say, okay, I want a good job. Are you qualified for the good job? Hello, Dr. Christine. Hi, Joshua. Um, are you ready? Are you prepared for this? It's funny. Been there many a times. Be like, God, what is taking so long? This and that, and he's looking like it ain't me. What's taking you so long to get what you said you wanted, you asked for? Because you already know when you come to me, I already know what you're going to ask for. I don't have a problem giving it to you. Is that I can't give it to you until you're ready. Isn't that something? He always comes straight. Hi, Dr. Gasson. Am I ready? Am I prepared? Um, I've been laughing for the last several months. There's some things I have been waiting on for some years, and I have found out in the last several months that I was not prepared for that which I said I was waiting on, that which was promised to me in like two different areas. What was promised to me, now it was promised, and I know there's nothing you could ask. I can ask my God that's hard. Anything I ask him is done when I ask him. But the question I have to ask myself, and I'm asking you, when you ask, are you ready? When you speak it, are you ready? You know, we say we speak things into existence. Are you ready for what you are speaking in existence? Are you ready for what you believe is supposed to be yours? This is how it's supposed to happen. And there was something I wanted for several years, and I'm going to get that. But one of the things that happened, I laughed because there was information that I needed. I didn't do the research for what I wanted. Now, isn't that a shame? But I'm going to be honest and true. I didn't do all the research, I should say, all the research that I needed to position myself to get one of the things that I wanted and I hoped for. And I wanted to be successful in it. I had part information. I'm gonna help somebody tonight. You need more than a piece of information. You need everything you can get. Now, I'm gonna tell you, God placed somebody in my life to just share. Because see, when you say you want something, you need to really want it. And when I heard it, it just bang, like the lights came on, and I'm like, oh wow, I didn't know that. If I knew that, I would have been positioned long time ago. But see, we're asking for things, but we're so busy doing other things. When you're believing, like something I'm believing for, so I'm getting the information. Now, not only I'm getting that information, I am acting and making plans to take care of some other things that I need to take care of my part. God is not my God. Y'all know it ain't church, but this is who I serve. This is who I am. God is not holding up. He's not holding up any of my blessings. He's not holding up not one of the things he has promised me. I am the one. Good evening, Queen Denise. Glad to have you tonight. And I see you, PB. He's not holding up. Now, one thing that he promised me, he is not holding it up. And you know, the cliche is cute. A delay is not a denial. Um, because it's delayed don't mean I'm denied. True. But why is it delayed? That's the question of the night. Why is it delayed? Why is your money delayed? Why is your wife delayed or your husband delayed or that business delayed? That opportunity that you have been waiting on, why is it delayed? You know, it sounds good in a good shout when you say a denial is not a delay is not a denial. That means just because it's delayed don't mean you deny the thing. Yeah, but did anybody tell you to ask yourself why? Why is it delayed? It's not a denial, but why is it delayed? Hey, Jalene. I just that when I said one of my spiritual daughters, that's the one I always say. The opportunity don't wait on preparation. Hey, Darlene, ask yourself, and I see Debbie, why is my promises delayed? We ain't shouting on that part. Nobody was talking about that part. We just like take that and don't do nothing else. That's one of the reasons why it's delayed. You must participate in your promise. Are you prepared for that which you asked for? We have an awesome women's group and called Yana. That means you are not alone. And one of the questions I'm asking, I asked y'all the question I asked them. But if you are a male, you'll ask, why don't I have my wife yet? On my part, am I ready? Am I really that husband or that king that I should be to the woman of my dreams, or the lady that I will make my queen? And I have the palace? Is it prepared? Uh, when you said I've been waiting on my husband, I don't say Boaz. Well, I'm married now, but I tell them, don't y'all be saying Boaz all the time, because Boaz didn't live long. Y'all know he died real quick, so you don't want somebody and marry him and they just die on you. See, that's what happens a lot of times when we get something. Hey, it sounds good, so everybody starts saying it. They didn't do their research. Boaz didn't live that long. Y'all don't want somebody that's going. Y'all don't want somebody. I stop, but I'm gonna say that's just gonna be a quickie and they gone. No, that's not what you want. You want the king that's for you. That's what you want. But you have to ask why. Why is the delay? Do I have all the information that I need so that I can make, let's say if it's a business, or so I can be successful? Because some people want to walk into business and they're already saying they're going to fail based on what somebody else said. Some people fail in some things, and I say some because they weren't prepared. They didn't lay it out on the table. They didn't put the pros and the cons. They didn't weigh it out. They didn't seek it out. They didn't count up the costs or what it was going to happen. It's not that the business couldn't have been a success. It's just that you were not ready for what you said you were waiting on. Why are we ready? Are we prepared for our promises? It's just like saying, I want a house. I want a house. Okay, you can get a house. You're in a house. What kind of house you want? Are you talking about purchasing a house? Then you need to lay it out. You need to map it out. You need to know that, am I ready for a house? Am I living on a budget right now? Am I really budgeting out my money so I know exactly what I need to do and what kind of mortgage I want? Oh, come on, I'm helping somebody. You need to lay all of it out. Do you know? Do you understand when you purchase a house, every year you will be paying taxes? Did you lay that out on the table? There are some people that don't have to, but believe me, that's another route. But the majority of us have to pay taxes. Are you putting that on the table? You got taxes, you got mortgage, you have to pay your own lights. Oh, if something happens, do you have it laid out and budget out that you are the one that have to get it fixed? You are not. You don't have a landlord. You have to do this. Are you looking at the maintenance? Have you set aside how much you can afford for maintenance? All of this is part of just you purchasing one house. So you have maintenance, you have taxes, you have the lawn care, everything will go into maintenance. You have just in case something happens. Do you have insurance? All of this is stuff you have to know before you walk in and talk about, I want a house. Were you a good steward when you were renting? Or did you spend so much you spent the money and said, I'll just double it up next month? Ah, all of these things are we thinking about? Are you ready? Are you prepared for your promise? I don't want to harp on the husband part, but if let's say y'all know what is this young man in my live tonight talking about I'm waiting on my Esther. I'm gonna let them people that go to SFM go ahead and pray for this young man because I am not fooling up with him. But y'all, that's my son. Are you prepared for Esther? Are you prepared? Oh, since he was, I want to put it out there. Are you prepared to be? Can you handle a real leader, son? Can you handle a real Esther? Uh, that's what I want to know. SFM, y'all know me. He came from me. Oh yeah, can you handle a real Esther? Or you just put? Do you really know who Esther is? We ain't gonna go there. See, my son tried to get me started, but he know his, as they say, his mama clap back. You better be ready for Esther, because Esther was somebody. Baby, we still talking about Esther. That's how she put her mark down. She put her mark down. They're gonna talk about Esther until Esther ain't going nowhere. Esther, somebody. I probably do want you to have an Esther, son. That's exactly what I want you to have. But are you prepared? If you women, are you prepared for that husband you say you've been waiting on? Are you whole? Because if you're still broken, you're not prepared. If you're still like, if you're waiting for somebody to make you whole, no, you're not prepared. As I tell our ladies, you got to be whole when you want to be the whole person. If we don't have time to be trying to fix a man, build a man. You want to be whole. You want to be whole. So are you prepared? Are you prepared for the promise? Even though they'll tell you about a shortage, but it's not a shortage when it comes to your husband. You just got to be ready for him. But are you ready? Are you ready to give up a lot of your independence? Because we are strong women. That's right, Queen Denise. Yes, Esther walks softly with heavy influence. Can you handle that? But we have to be prepared. When it comes to money, one of the favorite lines is, I'm tired of being broke. I'm tired of not having enough. Have you evaluated your habits? Why don't you have enough? We got to be honest. We got to be honest. Why don't you have enough money? That which is left, what are you doing with it? Are you saving or are you blowing? If somebody said, well, how much money does it take for you to be happy, for you to have more than enough? And you just come up with a number. But guess what? If you have no discipline, I don't care how high you go, you still won't have no money. So are you prepared for money? Can you handle money? You can find that out by looking at your budget. If you don't have a budget to look at, we already have a problem. How much are we spending extra that we should be saving? Are you prepared for your blessing? Can you handle wealth? What is your plans if next week you walk into the room one way and you walk into the room with barely enough, but you walk out the room with the overflow? Is there a plan for your overflow? Do you have a plan for wealth? Because I need you to understand, if there's no plan, there will be nothing left. You say, oh, that's what you say. I have some. If you don't have no plan and it's not written out, I can tell you for sure it won't take long. You'll get a good 50 stories because, first of all, you announce it. And then you helping everybody because you'll have the people saying, I thought we were family. Family look out for family. And I need this and I need that. And next thing you know, you funded everybody's life. You didn't have no plans. You don't have no budget. By the time you look, you now spent $500,000. And you try to figure, well, what happened? You didn't have a plan. Are you prepared for your promises? Have you literally sat down and wrote it out? You can look over and say, well, I have this written out, I have that written out. Is it done? And then, a lot of times, let's be honest, we can have it, but then we have to revise it because on some things, you're not being practical. Put the truth on. Don't put down what you think somebody they're gonna ask for that they want to see. You got to put the real deal. You can't get help faking it. You cannot get help faking it. Many people say, "Oh, if I had $1 million, I'll be set." That's not my testimony. I need a little more than I need more than that to be set. Why? Because the majority, a lot of us, I'm gonna say the majority because I have a broad audience. The majority of us, you had $1 million. Most of us, the houses is close to that, so it's gonna take about that or more just to get you out of the debt you in. Are you prepared for what you've been asking for? Do you have a plan? Money needs a healthy person to manage it. I'm going to say that again because that's just going to stump my toe and step on some of yours. Money needs a healthy person to manage it. Some of y'all going to catch that tomorrow. Some of y'all catch that on the replay. So what are you trying to say? Miss Faith shares real wisdom. We need to get our health together. That's what I'm saying. All of us need to get our health together because money needs a healthy person to handle and manage it. Why? I don't want to manage from the bed. Oh, you can, but guess what? Somebody else is going to get it to enjoy it because you're not enjoying it from the bed. You're not enjoying it because you just let yourself go down and now you have no energy and you have heart problems. You have this problem. No, money needs a healthy person to manage it. You don't believe me? Ask a sick person. Ask somebody that's sick. Hey, Nitra, you have to prepare. The first thing, we talk about money and it sounds great and it is great. It answers all things. But what about you? How is your health? How's your health? That's a question. And for some of us, we can be truthful and say, oh yeah, I got to put the work in. I need to put the work in because my money, now I'm going to talk about my money, need me to be healthy in order to manage it. Because see, not only will I manage it, when I'm healthy, I can enjoy it. The same thing for you. When you're healthy, you can enjoy, manage. You got things laid out. You got this thing planned out. You not looked at the pros, the cons. The pros is I'll never be broke another day in my life. The cons is somebody always want to be begging and asking for something. The pro is I'll tell them no. The con is they'll get mad. The pro is they'll get over it. Now I just helped somebody. I know I did. The pro is they'll get over it. That's what happened. Because you got to look at it. Some of us know not even having you working hard and people want to take that what you already have. Yes. Queen Denise said, yes, the number one thing that sick people desire is the return of their health. Now, she was a nurse. She's a nurse. So she knows. So that right there is a confirmation of we need our health. Whatever you asking for, whatever you waiting on, whatever your promise is, listen, health is still on the top of the list. Being in your right mind is still on the top of the list. So this is how we'll know, no, it's not, because some people get an attitude about, that's right, Terry said, absolutely. This young lady literally, and I mean literally, fight for her life every day. Every day. Not one day, but every day. And with fighting for her life and with praying and believing God and walking in faith for her life, she's still making preparation for her promises. She's still doing things, preparing for that which she has been promised and that which she wants. And I was like, if anybody had an excuse not to do anything, it would be her. But every day she fights. So and Shatera Boo or Tara Boo is my daughter. And she has to fight. And she's gonna continue to fight. And she's gonna continue to do. She doesn't use her health as a crutch. She still knows there are things she was promised. And I'm her mother, and you just have to know I am who I am. And I'd be like, girl, you better be doing such and such, because you got to do such and such. You need to do this, you need to do that, because you got to do that. We're not walking around like, if you're going, when things happen, blood pressure drops to the bottom. I'm like, okay, do this. Go ahead, start speaking your healing, start calling it in now. Use your authority. Because the one thing, your mindset, our minds don't go to death. Our minds go to life. Our minds go to, oh, you coming about this. And that's how you have to be determined. You got to know, are you prepared? If you're not prepared, start preparing now. Because you can believe. I need you to understand, God is not holding up nothing on you. Not one blessing is he's holding up. I know, I understand. That's what I was told too. That's how I was taught too. So it's a little comforting knowing that, oh, it's coming. It just ain't coming right now. Ask yourself, why is it not coming right now? Because he said that I'll do it for you. He don't have to wait till next week. So why is it that I have to wait till next week? That means I take inventory. Why are you not prepared? What are you not doing? What T do you need to cross, and what I do you need to dot? What do you need to do, Faith? What do you need to do, Gabby? What do you need to do, Denise? What do you need to do, Queen Denise? What do you need to do, Christine? You start asking yourself the question, okay, where am I falling short? Okay, I need more money. Let me check and see what I did with the money I do have. Let me see how much of a good steward I have been. Let me give an account, because, it's written down, because I believe in the budget. I don't believe in wasting, because when he does this thing, he's going to do it because he can trust me. When he does the release is because he can trust me. Because he sees what I'm doing. He sees how I'm taking care of this temple. You taking care of your temple. Because, we like to get deep with a lot of stuff. But the things that's in our power to do, we don't want to do it. Make that make sense? But that's how we've been doing for years. The things that are in our power to do, like take care of ourselves, take care of our health, exercise, everything that's in our power, we don't want to have the discipline to do it. This is a common thing. I'll do it tomorrow. Well, stop complaining. Because how many tomorrows have you had? And you still saying, well, I'll do it tomorrow. We love to put it off. Know this. Every time you putting it off, you're putting off your promise. And believe me, you have a good crowd. When you don't have discipline, that you all the encouragers are there. I understand. I understand, um, Darlene. Girl, just take your time. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm not gonna tell you to take your time because you ain't 16. We need to get it done. We don't have that much time. Stop playing with it. Stop playing with it. I told somebody, I told a couple of somebody's, when I would say, "Oh, I'm gonna start eating right next week. I'm not gonna eat this next week." So my husband always get on me. I said, "Lord, I done lied again. Why you say you lie?" I said, "Well, I have put it out there, so that's the way I'll be saying it because I didn't do it so that where the truth at. We do this all the time, all the time. We gonna start doing this." And then somebody said, "Child, I understand." Well, understand this. I'm still waiting on something that could have been here had I had the discipline to do what needed to do. I needed to do. Let me tell you something. When that dream job comes along, you need to be prepared. You need to be ready. It ain't no. It ain't no. I'm gonna go steady. I'm gonna. No, 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 no. You said you wanted this, so you started preparing and researching and looking into what you could do before you got it. So when the opportunity presented itself, you was like, "I'm ready. I'm the person you've been looking for. I'm the person you've been waiting on." Or somebody said, "I have this opportunity. You want to go in with me, be one of my investors?" You can say, "I'm ready." Not, can you give me about 2 more years and I get myself together? It sounds like I'm talking way off, but I'm talking real. This is it. This is for real in a lot of people's lives. You know, stop lying to yourself and say no. Get up, do what needs to be done, so you can be ready when the opportunity presents itself. Are you prepared, or are you preparing? If you're not prepared, you need to be preparing. It's your promises. God is not holding up your promises. Believe me. Know this. Everything sounds cute, but it just helps you to delay the process even longer. It just helps you not to have any more, no discipline. You already have much. And now you don't have any more because you got all these encouragers and or everybody clapping when you delayed. They clapping. That's why you need people. Surround yourself with people who are going to push you or who's going to tell you, you better go ahead and get it done because you holding up your own stuff. Ain't nobody holding it up. And ain't nobody putting there, as they like to say, bad mouth on you. That's you. It's not bad mouth, it's bad business. It's you not doing what you need to get done. You have to be ready for what you're asking for. If simple as a car, you want a luxury car, have you done the research? Have you looked at the maintenance? Have you looked at the insurance? All cars are not equal. I just want y'all to know. All cars are not equal. We might want to say that, oh, it ain't no, oh, there's a difference. Believe me when I tell you, there is a difference. Lay it down. Just don't look at what somebody else have and say, I want that. Do you know what you want? Do you know what you're asking for? Can you handle what you're asking for? You look, listen, ain't no need to asking for a company when you can't be faithful on a small job. Let's be real. Faith shares real wisdom is not going to get up here and tell you, child, you can have anything you want. You need to be prepared for what you're talking about. First, I want to get me this. I'm gonna get a Beamer because they're pretty. Okay, they got a reason to be pretty. Yeah, it costs pretty, and it keeps costing pretty. No, have you done the research? No, we just get on the lot and let somebody tell us something and then we buy it. Then we stuck. Then so you can say, God bless me with this car. Did he bless you with it or did you just go get it? Are you preparing? Have you studied? Have you researched that which you want, that which you are looking for? You have to know. My son told me that's in high school. He said, "Mom, the teacher said the first thing we need to get is buy a car." I said, "What?" He said, "That's what my teacher said. The first thing we need to buy is a car so we can get our credit start." I said, "You know what, son?" I asked him a question, and he said, "Yeah." I said, "That's the same crap they told us. That's the first thing you need to do is buy a car." I said, "What you want to do, the first thing you really want to do is buy you a cash car. That's what you want to do. And you want to save money and save money so you can purchase you a starter home. That's what you want to do." I said, "They didn't teach us that. Everybody getting a brand new car think you doing something. Then when it's time to buy a house, you find somebody you run into and say, you know, you really shouldn't have bought a car this high. You should have waited. It. A house is a great investment, and it is." I was like, "What you want to do is buy a cash car. We can show you how to do one credit card." I said, "But what your teacher is telling you is why so many people your color is stuck right now. Not teaching you about your credit, how you can get your credit, and how to do your credit. No, go buy a car." They don't say go buy a house. They say, "You want to rent from me?" Are you prepared for your promises? I read you'll have houses you ain't built. I own them houses that you ain't even built. See, that's what happens. Don't stop shouting over the mess, and get the whole thing, get the whole story. Know what you need to do. Let's be smart. Let's be smart thinkers, investors. Let's just be smart, intelligent people, period. Let's prepare for all the things we say we want. Let's do the research. Let's lay it out. Put the plan out. Look at it. You might have to look at it for a couple of weeks to say, see, is this what I really want? Let's get exposed to some things. Let's do this. Let's see what is necessary. What I have to do. Oh, okay, I found out that most of it I have to have patience because some things I might have to work at or work on a little longer. Because if there's one thing we lack and don't be wanting, is patience. It's patience. If somebody says, "Oh, you need to work on this for a year," I don't have no year. I don't have time for that. I want it now. What I want is now. I ain't talking about no year later. Then you want to get all spiritual about it. The devil is a liar. God said, "I can have it." Yeah, you can have a whole lot of stuff if you're ready for it. It ain't on his end. And then when you look, a whole year have passed and you haven't done anything different because you want it now. Are you preparing for your promises? And most of y'all know 23 went on through. We about to go into 24. We got to live. We got to know. We have to have this thing straight. We got to do this right. Because we don't want repo, foreclosure, or none of that looking us in the face. Why? Because we were prepared. I'm going to keep that one to myself. But because we are prepared, we have to know how to save. We have to know how to get out of debt. I'm gonna give y'all church people one. As I always say, I'm gonna give y'all a free one. I'm gonna give y'all a free one. Now I might get some enemies It don't matter. It don't matter. They don't feed me. I've always been big. Um, on this one, but I know y'all will be watching, and I'm going to say this because this is why you need to do your research. I know our people know, but I'm just going to help y'all. Some people, I'm going to go back to a credit card. Some people are in ministries and churches. Let me sit up so y'all know I meant exactly what I said. And y'all got people taking their credit cards, talking about they seeding. They are seeding an offering. They are charging an offering as a seed. Now, if you can explain to me how can that seed, that credit card that you told them, you can't tell them God told them to give that money off that credit card because first of all, they charge a seed. And you charge a seed that is debt. That is debt. That is debt. If you can show me where God will want you to seed debt into his house, I'll stop my lives. My lives are not about to stop because man may say it and do it. And we always emotional and we always caught up in the spirit. Why would God want you to charge debt? Come on, y'all. When he don't want you in debt. Why would you charge? And my feet on the floor. I've not done. I have done it. I have done it. Oh, but the Lord spoke clearly. He like, don't do it again. Why would I put you in debt when I'm the God of the overflow? Why would you debt a seed in the name of the Lord? How they say, y'all don't like this kind of talk, but I'm a talker. I've been there. Get your little emotions together, and when you seed, you seed. But you running your credit card and you got $40,000 and $50,000 worth of debt talking about I seeded to the Lord. So God wanted you to be in debt. You sold debt to stay in debt because you credited something you did not have. So you got in debt. So that seed is debt and debt come back to you. Oh, I'm helping somebody, whether you want it or not. I'm letting you know. And if all the rest of you that's getting on there or looking at the replay or whatever and say, why she gonna say that? Because whatever I get, I want it to be free will. I wanted to come with God is not gonna ask you to sow $10,000 worth of debt to him in his name. Because what you sow, you're gonna reap. Sow that, reap that. Now you can't. I don't care where you went, where you come from, and what you heard. You ain't heard God say sow debt, a seed of debt, because you're gonna reap debt. You already have the debt. You still trying to pay off a seed from 3 years ago. Now make that make sense. What he said is quiet in the house. I just gave y'all that one free. I'm trying to help somebody be free. You still paying for something you sold 5 years ago, and you thought that was God? It was our emotions. I'm just gonna help you. I've been there. I've been there, still paying on the bill. Oh, I'm transparent. I'm gonna help you. I'm not trying. Look, listen. Y'all better know you better be trying to save everything you can to prepare for what you got to do, what you got to pay for. And I am a tither. That I am. I'm a tither I'm a giver, and I'm a sower. But what's not going to happen ever again, I put it on a credit card. Because you can't come back and tell me that God says this is the way to go. I'm helping you because it is different. I can go buy a car with a credit card, but I already know I'm gonna have that debt, and it's gonna take me some time to pay out. But why would I get in debt in the name of the Lord? The Lord ain't told me to do that. I got caught up in my emotions. You thinking that me sowing this $3,000 is going to turn to $300,000. I'm going to help you. And the Lord said, and the Lord did not tell you that. How can you tell me, Coach Faith, well, let me turn to Pastor Faith. And the Lord did not tell you that. Because he's not going to put you in deep debt that you got to cry over, can't get out of. Yeah, it's just like emotional eating and spending and buying. You right, darling, because that's what we do. We get caught up in our emotion. You need to calm down. You need to think. You need to read. You need to know. He promised me something, and that wasn't it. Everything there ain't a promise in there. What I read that he's saying, I'm gonna make you have to struggle. I'm gonna make you have to you lagging behind. I'm gonna make you have lack. It is my pleasure to give you lack. And nowhere are you gonna read that out the good book, out the Bible, unless you turn it around. No, it is nowhere there. It is not in there. Calm down, Faith. I'm just trying to help somebody. Everybody's not going to listen, but you're not. Think. See, you got to be calm and think. You can't tell me. Then you complaining. Then your credit mess up. That's God. Because now I'm in $150,000 worth of debt that I said they said that they see or hear the Lord saying for me to take my credit card and go ahead and swipe it and give this $50,000 and the Lord's gonna bless me. Well, he gonna bless me after I pay it out. If you already struggle, you know how long it take you to pay out $50,000 on a credit card who's giving you 18%, 20%, 30 something if you know, because you late a couple of times, so they just jacked it up. Even if you were getting 9%. Oh, so that's the kind of God we serving now. Oh, come on now. As the late Ella McCarthy used to say, that's for the birds. That was my mother. She was always like, oh no, that's for the birds. So I'm helping y'all with that free. You got to prepare. You know, I said I've done it. So somebody said, I've been there. I've done it. We all can get, especially when so much is going on and you're like, oh, okay. No, let me give what I have. When that woman gave her 3 mites, you didn't see him say, take it off the table, it's not enough. She gave what she had. It was blessed. I'm helping somebody. We coming up, out of debt. Out. You doing stuff. Like I said, I could go charge a car, but I already know I was going to do the payments, and I might have charged the car on my car because that interest rate I was getting a little better than the what's name because I already had so many things. But what you're not going to do is insult my God like that and act like he told you. You charging all this stuff, then you crying, then you trying to get people to help you pay this thing, and your thing is, but I gave it because they said I gave it to the church. I gave it to the man or the woman of God, and they took it, and they don't have no payments. You have the payment. And the guy said, he didn't tell me I'm supposed to live in lack, go in lack. I'm just helping somebody tonight, or helping somebody on the replay, helping somebody on you. I don't care where you at. Somebody's being helped. The other one's getting mad. Oh, if I'm exposing you and did, stop doing that. Stop doing that. It's not right. Yeah, I put it there, and I'll be live again next Friday. Because you know it. Just look at it. You don't even gotta go to no school or theology, all this kind of stuff to find this out. I'm telling you tonight, there's another free one on Coach Faith. Just think about what you're doing. Just think about what's being said. Just think about what happens when that bill comes in every month. And they're gonna, I guarantee you, the Lord's gonna bless you. Well, I guarantee you're gonna have a bill month after month after month after month. You sow what you have. If they say, I need 2 people to give $3,000, and you only have $30 you can give because you don't even have $3,000, you give that 30, you give that 10, whatever it is, that's what you're giving. You are not, don't stop feeling bad because you do not have what they say. It wasn't you, and they already got it spent. Bill after bill after bill after bill. That's not the promise. That's not the promise. I'm getting in debt to sow debt. Just make that make sense. That's all I'm saying. Just think about it. We talking about wealth building, not debt building. All through the Bible that I read is prosperity. Don't let people put you in a place you can't get out of. And debt is one of those things. And those of us that are being delivered out of debt, the one thing we have to tell somebody, that ain't where you want to go. That's not where you want to go. I could not be I'm speaking for me. I cannot be a real woman of God and swindling people and trying to get them to dig holes that they can't get out. That's me. I'm talking about me. Y'all do you. But over where we serve, I'm gonna let them know. So even when you go somewhere, I wish you might swipe it. I swiped it enough for all of us at our ministry. I did it. Won't do it again, because when God said, why would I have you go in debt? Why would I have you sow a seed of debt? What are you gonna reap? Debt. And if y'all know somebody that keeps doing that, let them watch the live. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm talking to you. Stop doing that. That's not how God works. He promised you too much. And debt was not one of it. If he gave, listen, okay, I felt like my brother because that's how I do it. Listen, he gave his only son to pay for a debt of sin for us so we could be free. Why in the world? And something else kept start creeping up, but I stopped it, gassed it, and made it go back down. Why would he give his only son to pay a debt for you? And so that you can be free, so that you can live all this, a life of abundance. I feel like I'm about to go to church. I'm going to pull it on back. A life of abundance. Then turn around and say, I want all of y'all to get in debt. Swipe your cards in the house that's supposed to be my house, the house of the Lord. Come on, just think about it. If you think just quick enough, you'll say, you know what? Coach Faith, Pastor Faith might be on to something. I know I'm right because he told me clearly. He gave his son who gave his life to pay the debt for us. Now we sitting up here crying over all this and saying, the Lord gonna bless me because I did it. And the man or the woman of God, listen, don't do it again. That's just that's that faith washing their voice. Don't do it again. Oh Lord. Virginia Stewart said, good God from way over in Africa. God did not tell you to go into debt to sow. I'm telling you, I don't care who get mad at me, who talk about me, you don't do nothing for me. But I'm going to tell the people the truth. And when he told me that clearly, listen, and I'm transparent. I told you, I have done it, but I won't never do it again. Because I didn't think. Too caught up in the emotions. Y'all know we get caught up with our emotion, the music, and all this stuff, and saying all this. Why would you charge? You got to realize what you just did. You sowed a seed, but you went in debt. That seed is debt. You reap what you sow. You just sowed debt into your life, and now it seems like you can't. And then with interest, ridiculous interest. I just want you to help your friend. Tell a friend that this lady named Coach Faith, that's what they call her. They call her Pastor Faith. She told me that, and I'm telling you, and I'm gonna look at you. If you the person that's watching it, you find it and tell me where he told you to charge up all this debt, and everybody is and walking pretty with it. You find it and tell me all these things he promised you. Debt wasn't one of them. Now that is bringing us to an end. Debt was not one of it. I need you to prepare for your promises. And some of us have to get out of some things. We have to. And I'm helping everybody. I'm going to tell our people, my people, but I don't mind telling somebody else. And guess what? I'm going to say it. As they will say, I ain't scared. Listen, I just messed up some people's stuff, and then some I didn't mess up because y'all gonna be like, she don't know what she talking about, but you go ahead and find me where God told you to get in debt. He told you to get in debt, sowing in his house. You reap what you sow. You give, and whatever this everybody's sacrifice is not the same. We not on the same level. People don't make the same pay. So if you bringing home $400 a week and the other person is bringing home $200 a week, you can't expect that person that's bringing home $200 to pay the same thing that person is doing $400 or bringing home $1,000 a week, and you bringing home $150. And I want y'all to know that it still exists. You can't expect that person is bringing home 150 to give what that person is bringing home 1,000. And this is what I need y'all to understand. This is just, I'm gonna help with common sense here. All of us that knows, the majority of us, whatever we bring in is almost being matched all the way out. Why? Those people say, because we love living above our means. That's why. Oh, in our community, oh, we love living above our means because we got to shop, we got to buy, we making everybody rich and we staying poor. That's wrong. You're not preparing for that's holding up your promise. You got to come on now. We just got to stop all this consumer mentality when we need to be preparing to own, to invest, to make more, to have more, to do more, to be able to help somebody in the community that did not know because nobody teaches this class. We got some churches that are teaching it and letting me know. Ours is one. We one of them in Orangeburg, talking about people getting their own businesses, talking about saving money, talking about being ready to invest, talking about making smart moves. Talking about stop it. Now, do we make, no, we're not in a cult, so we don't control anybody. So you have to know. So we encourage people to save their money. We don't, and I tell them, we ain't scamming here. We're not coming back because I know you've been saving for 2 years. It says the Lord, whatever the Lord might be telling me, I might need to go ahead and do it. And you need to hear for yourself and give and do. This is what you must do. Own, invest, make more, have more, do more to help people for real. That's right, Virginia. Listen, sit down, be calm. If you that emotional and you know you can't control yourself, and hey, you feel like just giving away that kind of money, go ahead and give me a call. We got plenty of people we can help. But do not get in any more debt on your credit cards, charging up your cards, talking about you sowing the seed because, well, they say, okay, well, I'm saying, I'm a woman of God, so I'm saying, make it make sense. He paid to get you out of debt. You know what, sin. And you're going to tell me, and when you read it for yourself, where do you see it? Tell me where you, I am a tither because it really works for me. Tither, giver, and a sower. I sow seeds, but I ain't sowing seeds every day, not no monetary seed, or every week. These people just having fun. Let me tell you, let me help y'all. They getting rich off of y'all. Come on. Prepare for your promises. Be ready. You are not waiting. Oh God, let's research, level out, whatever it is that you been wanting, been asking for. Get ready for it. Do your part. Do your part. Count up the costs. Put the pros and the cons. Know what you are. Are you disciplined enough? Work on it. Let's take this health game. I know. Here we go. We're gonna wait to after Christmas. Some of us gonna say, we're gonna wait to after New Year's, and we're gonna start. And when New Year's come, you're gonna put it off to after Valentine's Day. We gonna start. Then when April come, you be like, April Fool, I ain't doing it today. Then May, I got put off because Mother's Day is coming. Then there's always gonna be something coming, y'all. You're gonna always be life in. Make up in your mind, what do I need to do to make sure not only do I be successful, I get to enjoy. Remember, wealth needs a healthy person to manage it. You have to be healthy because wealth is not just money, but wealth is health. Remember that you are needed. You needed to be in the right position for your dreams to come true. You are needed so that you can enjoy your promises, but do what it takes to enjoy it. I have went over again, but not by many, but I wanted somebody to know. I promise you, there's somebody that needs to hear this. Do not, that's right, Queen, do not sow debt. I'm trying to tell you, please do not sow debt. Because if you just think long enough, it don't make sense. God would never tell you to get in debt, to reap debt. If y'all don't remember nothing else, think about that, because that is for real. Do not. Yes. Wealth is health first and foremost. Our health is important. I want everybody to live and enjoy. Enjoy your life. Now, for those that got mad at me because I talked about the sowing on the charging up all that money on these people credit cards. Y'all ain't paying their bills. Y'all could care less. I care. Faith cares. Coach Faith cares. Pastor Faith cares. And those that know me will tell you, no, I love people for real. So I love you guys. Hope to see you next Friday, which it probably will be Friday, live, because we're coming up on Christmas. It's almost Christmas. And as I tell our people, don't y'all get in a bunch of debt. You better need to be saving that money. We going in 2024. People talking about turning up. Some of y'all might be turning down. So you better put that money to the side and stop playing. Play with somebody else. But I need y'all to those that take the time to come out. I need us to be straight. We preparing. We storing up. Now you got everybody talking about storing up. They're doing from the beans to the money. They're telling you to keep cash money on you. All of these things because who I serve, the God I serve is the sovereign God. So he lets things, he's gonna let you know beforehand. So you won't say, I didn't know. You can say, I knew, but I didn't listen. That's what you're gonna say if you've been around me anyhow, any type of way. So love you all, guys. Do great. And have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Love yourself. Don't wait on somebody else. Love yourself. And we what? Love you. Faith Shares Real Wisdom. Go and subscribe to YouTube. Go on the page. Do all of that. Is that? Hey, baby. I got all these surprises. That's our daughter. I'm glad to see you. Josh, that's right. Love yourself. That's it tonight. I really feel that y'all please take this thing about that credit card. I'm really serious. I feel that I'm really deep. And that's gonna help free somebody. When you view this on the replay, spread that word. Spread that word. Just think about it, read it. You find out when it's telling you that, then I'll take it back. I can tell you right now, ain't nothing for me to take back. I'm good. I said I would stop my live if I was wrong. I'll see y'all next Friday night. God bless you. Love you. Have a great weekend.